Hi guys, and welcome to the Arsenal Pulse. Welcome to my channel. This is the first video we're gonna do. Brighton yesterday, Arsenal 1-0 against Brighton. This is where we're starting off. And I want to say, obviously, it wasn't a good performance at all. But the most important part is we got the 3 points. We got the 3 points. And I'm hearing the argument, which is mainly more by opposition fans, is that this is the worst Premier League winners, or it will be the worst Premier League winners. But I think I talk for most Arsenal fans. I don't care. I really don't care. I can't really be rage baited by it because end of the day, we're top of the league and nothing is gonna ruin this for me. I've waited 20 years of my life for this moment. I've never seen Arsenal win the Premier League and nothing is gonna take it away from us. Nothing at all. But on to Brighton yesterday. I think we played the game in exactly the manner that I didn't want to. And it's the manner that we've been playing now for, I would like to even say, a couple of months. That we will get a goal, or even before getting a goal, we will take in all this pressure and we will get mistakes. Mistakes will happen, like David Raya. Even before we got the 1-0, David Raya with that misplaced pass, chipped over. Luckily, Gabriel was there to defend it. But we see it time and time again. And when we are coming out from the back, it's not like, I want to bring it back to when we had that run of games where we weren't even conceding a shot on target. And when we would play out the back, and even a couple seasons back, like when we've been playing out the back, there's not really fear within the fan base as well. Me speaking, I haven't ever really had fear when we're playing out the back. But recently, the last couple months, my heart has been beating. I have been anxious. So as I was saying, we played in the way I didn't want to, which was we scored a goal and then we sat back. We took in all the pressure and it was 81 minutes of anxiety. That's really what it came to. And you saw what Herzella said, the Brighton manager. He was obviously all guns blazing for Arsenal. And end of the day, he hasn't won a game since I heard about November or something stupid like that. So he hasn't really got a foot to stand on, and I get it. As you saw Arteta's reaction as well, he just doesn't care anymore either. Because week upon week, it's the same narrative, it's the same story, that Arsenal are winning in a poor fashion. But then again, it's like, we're winning though. We're getting the 3 points. We're getting across the board. We're now 7 points clear. And Man City don't look in the best of form. And we look to be pushing to get a quadruple, something that's never happened before. And it's like, if you look back at the 22-23 season, which I believe was Mikel Arteta's best season in terms of what we like to say, entertainment, the footballing ability, it was really good football, 22-23. It was so fresh because the title charge was so fresh that everyone was young. We were playing with no fear. But end of the day, it didn't get us anywhere. We didn't win an FA Cup, a Carabao Cup, and we didn't win the Premier League ultimately. We didn't. And this season, we look like we're going to win it. I think we look like we're in the strongest position. We got 8 games left to play. 5 of them are at home. We've got Man City. If we can get something out of that, then that looks like the title done and dusted. And it's like everything that Mikel Arteta has worked for under this project is now coming towards a quadruple. And yes, it might not happen. It might not. But look, we're in the final of the Carabao Cup, which, as many of you know, I think will be important for a mental standpoint. Because it will be, we finally get over the line, especially against City. Facing City in the final is big. If we can get one up on them before we even face them in the Prem, we will be going there as the favourite. Well, we will be going there as the favourites anyway. But we will finally have gotten that one up on them, which we need to do once again in the Premier League. But as I said, getting to that Carabao Cup, now getting another trophy, then going into the Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, we still are fighting for everything. But especially with the Premier League, that's what I want to focus on right now. With the Premier League, every game is a final. We've got Burnley, we've got Fulham, we've got West Ham. I think Brighton, apart from Manchester City, Brighton was probably our hardest game left. And we got the 3 points, which was most important. So I can't complain at all. Because if come to Man City in April, if the game ends up meaning nothing, if Man City drop points and we carry on gaining points, that game could potentially mean nothing. Then it's like, who is really going to care? In terms of Arsenal fans, if we played good football or not, we won't. Because we will be the ones laughing in May. But ultimately, I want to talk about that, how pivotal yesterday could have been. Man City dropped points again, Nottingham Forest. Murillo, last minute block. And it's things like that, the luck. Yes, Man City, I'll be honest, Haaland had a penalty shout, which full well blown. If that was against Gyökeres, I would be screaming out for a penalty. But it's things like that. You need luck. You do ultimately need luck. And I think we've made our own luck. Because everything is falling into place. And I do think it will happen this season. I do think we'll get it over the line. Do I think we're going to get the quadruple? Probably not. Probably not. I think maybe we will burn out, especially come to the Champions League. Because yes, we do have the easier side. We do indeed. But we will probably be facing Barcelona or Atletico Madrid come semi-finals if we were to get there. And at that point, I think fatigue will set in. We're seeing players get injured. Calafiori's coming back from injury. You've seen Ben White is still away. Havertz have just come back. Players are getting injured. And what I think was the best was obviously our summer transfer window. The depth we brought in has clearly done a lot for us. Madueke was clearly a good signing. Maybe we didn't think it at the start. I definitely didn't. But Gyökeres coming into form, like everything is falling into place. And obviously they say, oh, we needed experienced players, but it's looking like we don't. Obviously, I would like to say we got experienced players in terms of we've been in this race so many times, and I think they now understand what it takes from a mental standpoint to win the league. Obviously, they don't know how to fully do it. However, I think they know that they've always been in their own heads and they've always lost it for themselves. And now that we're seeing Man City drop points, because everyone said, oh, Man City know how to do the title race. Clearly, they don't this season. And this Man City isn't the same as old. It's clear to see. I think, in my personal opinion, I think Pep needs to leave. Because I think, from a human biological standpoint, I think Pep was exhausted of winning. I'll be honest. I think he won so much at Man City that he lost that motivation. He lost that drive because he almost felt like he had nothing to win no more. And I think it's come to the benefit of Arsenal. And we'll see what happens though. I don't want to talk too much too soon. But that's kind of been like my Brighton post-match review, let's say. I don't know. As the channel goes along, we'll grow names. We'll find out. But 7 points clear. 5 home games. 8 games left in the Premier League. 8 more finals. Just please, Arsenal. Please do it.